How's it going, everybody? This is Woods Runner with Woods Runner Outdoors, and today we're doing a review of the cooking set that I will be taking to Philmont, New Mexico. Philmont, New Mexico is a Boy Scout ranch. We're taking a 10-day backpacking trip, so you stop every 3 days at a station, and they refuel you with white gas. If you don't take white gas, if you take these butane propane mixtures of the jet power things, you have to carry in 10 days worth of fuel and carry out the empty canisters, and same thing for denatured alcohol. So I purchased a white gas stove. This is a Sve 123R. It's a Swedish white gas stove, pretty much the first backpacking stove, and it is only 2 ounces heavier than the Whisper Light, International Whisper Light, and the Whisper Light doesn't come with a windscreen built in. So we're just going to go ahead and do a review of the stove first. So as I said, it's the Sve 123R backpacking stove, white gas. I hope you can see that. Right, here we go. So, as you'll notice right here, you have these mobile pot holders with notches in them. Pretty good there. You have the actual stove right here. This windscreen comes off and reveals the fuel canister that resembles a jet power, about the same thing, a little bit wider than the jet power stove. So you can carry fuel in this. It is the only self-pressurizing white gas stove you can purchase at the moment. This turns the gas on. You can see the key here. The key has these hex wrenches in it. You use to open up the stove and do repairs and such things like that. This is really a multi-fuel stove, but white gas works best. So that's the stove I'll be carrying. As I said, it's a few ounces heavier than the Whisper Light, but when you incorporate the windscreen that's built into this and the pot stands and everything, it's pretty much worth the carrying. And pretty much while your buddies are working their Whisper Lights and Simmer Lights, then pumping them, then you'll be cooking because it's self-pressurizing. So that's the stove. Here's a 11 fluid ounce bottle to go with it, full of white gas. As you can see, it's got all the stuff on it there. So that's that. To pair with that stove, I have my cooking kit right here. This cooking kit consists of several things. Get you adjusted here. Alright, so what this cook set is, it is a Snow Peak Hybrid Summit cook set. Here's the box. What it consists of a silicone cup. The weight is 1.2 ounces. The capacity is 10 fluid ounces in the silicone cup. Comes with a silicone lid / hot pad, which is basically a pot holder as well. The weight is 1.8 ounces, and it is multi-purpose, so I like that. It comes with basically the Snow Peak 900 pot. And the pot itself weighs 3 ounces. Capacity is 28 fluid ounces. Here's the box here. Got this off of REI for about $45. So pretty good kit, and I added some things to it. So we're just going to go ahead and open up this sack here. I have an REI polypropylene cup. 1.5 cups. It weighs a couple ounces, pretty lightweight. Open up this here. Take the stuff sack over here. Here's the lid or pot holder. So you can see it holds the pot pretty effectively right there. You can see it works as a lid or pot holder. Set that right there. Inside, I have a chamois for just washing and drying the dishes. I have a Ziploc bag a gallon Ziploc bag just for water or stuff. And then I have a Brillo pad in there, and then to light the Save stove with, I have a big lighter, and then you have the silicone cup, 10-ounce cup, and then you have the Snow Peak 900 pot. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to set up the stove. We're going to boil some water. We're going to go through the procedures to boil water. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and take this off. I have 16 ounces, which is 2 cups, which is the amount you need to make a freeze-dried meal or ramen noodles or whatever you're going to be eating. So there's 2 cups in there. The lid goes on, and it's off to our testing area over here. We've got our Save 123R stove, our fuel, white gas fuel, and we have a stopwatch to give you time of what the burn time is. So we're just going to come over here. Right there is our testing area. Set our stopwatch right there. Here's our stove, our lighter, and our, oh, it's leaking. I wonder why. It's not screwed in. So, first thing we need to do is take the pot stand off. Or not the pot stand, the windscreen. We have our key here. So, to do this, very carefully, what we need to do is pick the stove up and put some fuel, very little fuel, in this little hole right there. That's enough. Alright, we have the key right here. We're going to light the stove. Yep, there we go. While that's burning, this is what this is doing, is warming up the stove. We have our chain on fire there. I'm going to feed this key through the hole there. This is warming up the stove so the gases can vaporize. We're going to align the stove over where the key needs to be. And that is going to be right over here. So we're going to take it, screw on this, and then we're going to turn on the gas, like this right here, and light the stove. There we go. Now what we're going to do is let that stabilize out. You can see the gases are vaporizing. Burning pretty hot there. Oh, went out. Whoops. There we go. That's pretty stable. We're going to turn it up just a little bit. Put the white gas cap back on here so nothing leaks. There we go. On goes the pot. Snow Peak 900 Summit Hybrid Cook Set. And the stopwatch is started. There you go. There's the whole cook set right there. Now its competitor would be the Whisper Light and the Simmer Light and the Dragonfly, and they claim you can boil 2 cups of water in the Dragonfly in 3 minutes. So we're going to put this to the test. We're at 37 seconds at the moment. It's burning pretty good. See what we have here. I already got some bubbles forming in the bottom of the pot. That's pretty stable cook set right there. Now the other stoves you have to pressurize. This is self-pressurizing, so that's what I like about this. while that's happening, to talk about our eating utensils. I have some Lexan RAI utensils here, just a spoon and a fork, because you've always got a pocket knife or a sheath knife on you. You just have this MSR bowl to eat the meal out of, in case it's not a bagged meal. So we'll just set those right there. Bubbles already forming. Alright, turn most of the way up. Get you some different views here. Zoom in. Right there, the stove. This is right on top of it here. I think this cook system is going to be pretty effective when it comes to backpacking in the New Mexico desert and forest. We're at 2 minutes 40 seconds. Getting ready to boil. This stove is pretty efficient in terms of use of fuel, so I'm pretty happy with that. Almost ready to boil. That's basically boiling. We don't have a rolling boil, and we're at 3 minutes 30 seconds. And that is boiling. 3 minutes, 53 seconds, so almost 4 minutes. We're going to go ahead and cut the stove off. Stove's off. I'm going to use the lid from the pot, which is not very hot at all. Take this off. Set it right here. There we go, stove is off. That concludes our review of the Philmont system of cooking. As you can see, we're at 3 minutes, 53 seconds, almost 4 minutes, and I didn't have the stove all the way up. Still pretty hot, but there you go. We have boiling water in the Snow Peak Summit Hybrid cook set on the white gas stove of the Svei 123R stove, completely brass. Thank you for joining us. This is Woods Runner with Woods Runner Outdoors. Have a nice day.